I was already asleep, and then Amazon France tricked me. And with that, it's the middle of the night. Welcome to the review of the Sith Infiltrator, I guess. This is it. I'll still tell you what happened, right? So I was very sleepy, fell asleep on the couch, was on my way to the bed, had a quick look at my phone. Never do that. That was a bad idea. I keep tabs on basically all sorts of Lego sets all the time, and deals and stuff that is going on and which I would want to know. Unfortunately, that often happens in the middle of the night. It happened like that today. Got a notification and realized that apparently there was a 50% off promo on Amazon France. You can just, if you live in Central Europe, order from them. You'll pay shipping, but not that much, €7, something like that. And if you, buy a lot or buy something very expensive, might be worth it. So I checked and I realized, okay, maybe I can get the ATTE Walker, show you a picture, for €75, which would be a steal. I would have ordered two. But it didn't show up for me. So I went back to Stone Wars, which is where I found the promotion, or I found an article about the promotion, and clicked several other articles, and no, nothing. Changed my shipping address, nothing. Just wasn't there. But then I was awake, and now we have to make this video.
Welcome to my life.
Sith Infiltrator, 640 pieces, retails for $69.99. I wish I could say don't pay that, just get a discount. Notoriously hard to get a discount on for this set. It's a retailer exclusive, which means it's exclusive to Lego stores and one major retailer in your region. For us over here, it's Smythstoys. It does pop up at Amazon occasionally, but I think that's usually third-party sellers. It's also then even more expensive. So $69.99, the biggest discount I could get was 10%. That was what Smythstoys offered, so around €63, right? Luckily, they ran a promotion where they gave away a battle pack when you spend more than €50 on Lego Star Wars, so I kind of got a deal. To me, it at least felt like this was the best deal I was gonna get, because this set is about to retire at the end of the year. So if you really want this, don't wait for bigger discounts. Get it while you still can. Quite literally. 640 pieces, price to piece ratio is all right, I guess, considering you can get 10%, so 10 cents per piece is not the be all end all, but there's more to the set. Designed by Jamie Wheeler, I'll put the name down here once more. I heard people call him Jamie at the Lego house because I was there, because this is one of the sets he designed, right? This is the Lego House exclusive wooden duck, which, I got a signed copy because I was there when he was there, luckily. And people called him Jamie then. I wouldn't guess that from the way he spells his first name, but maybe I'm wrong. He did that. He did other stuff, which you may or may not know of. I have them here. He did this one, the trench run diorama, as well as this one, which is another diorama set. He does a lot of Star Wars. He did the recent Ewok as well, I think. He did this one as well. I have all the dioramas, so if you're ever interested in seeing them in a video, I was thinking about making a diorama series or a diorama video in comparison to the Death Star and the $1,000 price tag on that. You could get all of the dioramas, for example. And the Death Star is basically a big diorama, right? So Jamie Wheeler did these sets, which I really like. So there were sets before. I even knew he designed them, which I really liked. So that's good. I immediately liked this one when I saw it for the first time. We'll have a quick look at the back side, which shows us the back of the Sith Infiltrator. You can see the minifigs down at the bottom and some of the play features explained. Crucially, it has this 25 years of Star Wars, Lego Star Wars anniversary logo printed on the side, which means you get a exclusive minifig. In this case, it's Gerrera from not from Endor. Get those mixed up. I think he's from Rogue One. I'm not sure whether or not he shows up in Endor. I haven't seen Endor. Sith Infiltrator from Episode 1. Crucially, they have done this before. This is a remake and it's gotten smaller. Just like everything else in the Star Wars line this year, sets tend to get remade and then they tend to be smaller. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Very much depends on a set per set basis, I would argue. Not necessarily a bad thing. In this case, I think it looks fantastic, but I also think it's too small. So there's that. But I mean, obviously it has certain draws to it. I really wanted the Qui-Gon Jinn minifig before purchasing this set. I didn't have a Darth Maul, which I now have. I didn't have an Anakin. So for me, the package was all right, and I was willing to pay that price. But I really think the ship looks cool. Cracking open the box, you'll find 7 numbered bags. Crucially, no sticker sheet. So it's all printed pieces in this set, which is amazing. Get an instruction manual as well, but there's nothing special about it, so we don't need to look at that in any further detail. And here's what it looks like once it's done. I have mine over here. Let's get rid of that box. I added this display stand to it, right? Simply so I could put it higher up and display it next to my Obi-Wan Starship and Obi-Wan TIE Interceptor. I'll show you a picture of the done display here. I really like it. It's a very dense build, I feel like. Let's take it off this stand. It's very swooshable, right? Yeah, basically a brick. Feels very dense, feels very well constructed, feels very well designed. And I'm a big fan of this design. I think it looks really, really cool. To me, the only downside is that it's not quite minifig scale. It should be a little bigger, I feel like. The one they did before, which honestly doesn't look as good, but has that size, certainly gets points in that area. I enjoy the printed pieces, like this one, for example, right? There's another one on the inside. We can open this up and then these movable, I can move those out of the way. And then on the inside there's a control panel. Yeah, maybe you can see that. The light catches it. A printed control panel, but that's basically it. You need to open this part if you want to put your little swoop bike in. It comes with this tiny little bike, which design-wise, yeah, sure, I get. I like it. I feel like it should be a little bigger as well. We'll put a minifigure on it in a second and then we'll take a look. But you can technically store it in here, right? And then just close this up again. Yeah, hang on. These need to go in first, like that. And then it's closed up, right? Focus, yes. So there we go. The wingtips over here, you can adjust them, you can get funky angles on them if you so choose. Maybe one more, yeah, like that. I usually have them inwards, I think that looks better. But I guess that's up to you. There's one more compartment we can open, and it's on here, very much in the middle. Like that, and that's to load the ship, so you can put in a couple of bombs. Yeah, 3 of those. No, stop. Jesus, get a load of this guy, right? Future Seth here. This version of me, that's a moron. He should have gone to bed. Anything he said, I mean, there's so much wrong with it. There's so much missing information. I'm going to take over from time to time, popping in and telling you the actual information that you are going to need if you want to purchase the set. First of all, this, right? This little thing, it's not a bomb. Jesus, who would ever think that? It's obviously a probe-droid, right? Darth Maul in universe in episode 1 uses these to spy on Qui-Gon Jinn and Amidala, following them, making sure the Emperor always knows, or Palpatine always knows, what they're up to. They're not bombs, they're probe droids. They drop out of the Sith Infiltrator and then they follow people around, right? They can fly, which means it makes so much more sense that Darth Maul could actually hold them in his hand via this little bottle topper piece. So if you wanted to catch one of them and, I don't know, gather the information that's on them, I don't know, whether or not they have wireless technology. Probably though. Yeah, so they're probe droids. Back to that guy. You can put them in the hand of a minifig as well. They have a handle there. Yeah, I'll show you what that looks like when we get to the minifigs. But you can basically just drop them in here, like so. Close up again, and then down here there's a little mechanism. You just do this, and there you go. Yeah, very satisfying. Works every time. Has a little rubber gasket that you push into, and then it releases those bombs. While we're here, it does have some landing gear which you can extend, and then have your Sith Infiltrator in a landed position. But yeah, you can see those little feet it has in the front. There are a couple of stud shooters down here. Let's see if we can fire them. I had no idea how that would. Jesus, okay, that works fine. Yeah, great, fantastic. I never fire my stud shooters, so I didn't test this before, but yeah, pretty cool. We hit the duck. Perfect. Oh my God. It's 4 a.m., something like that in the morning. Yeah, shouldn't be making loud noises, shouldn't be shooting studs, or in this case, I mean, it's not even a stud shooter, right? It's, I don't know what you call these. It's one of the old school types of shooters, spring loaded. Okay, well, we got it. What you need to do is press down here on these ingot pieces, and then it shoots these energy beams, I suppose, lasers. Yeah, okay, that's I'll take it from here. If you open this, and what you can't see on the backside, maybe you can see this behind those grill pieces. You have some green transparent pieces, which gives it a cool look, right, at the back. When you open the cockpit area, I mean, probably need to do it the correct way. You see a couple of clips in there. Yeah, you can see them there. This is where Darth Maul's lightsaber can be stored. You can put him into the cockpit. You can even put him on his bike into the cockpit. I'll show you. I have his bike over here. Yeah, you would need to take one of the blades off if you want to clip that into the infiltrator, which I'm just going to do now so you can see what that looks like. And yeah. Let me try to show you. I've now clipped them in. They need to take one off, one of the blades you need to take off, and then you can just clip them in there to the left and the right. Here's Darth Maul. Here's our little speeder build. We need to put him in a sitting position and then make sure that he can grab onto the handlebars. You should be able to do it with both hands. There we go. Once you have him in his sitting position on his little bike there, you can store him inside the cockpit like this. He actually fits in there just like that. Yeah, you can see him there. Then you close these, close this, and close the back. And there you go. Your Darth Maul, including his bike, including his lightsaber, safely stored inside the Sith Infiltrator. It does look cool. It looks dense, compact. I really like the eyes, or whatever you would like to call those, these cockpit pieces, right? These red transparent pieces underneath the printed cap on the top, hood piece. Yeah, it looks really cool. It's a nice build. It was an enjoyable build. I had fun. I didn't have $70 worth of fun, but it was nice. And it looks cool. And I don't regret picking it up, right? And again, it retires at the end of the year, so if you want it, you should try to get it sooner than later, because it might not be around forever. These things happen. I put this over here, and we take a look at the minifigs. Let's maybe start with the one that is going to be the most valuable down the line, and probably the one that is most sought after. I'm sure there'll be people buying this set just for Saw Gerrera, right? See him here. And he's a nice figure. He has leg printing. He doesn't have arm printing. Comes with a little stick, which is nice. He has this, in lieu of arm printing, he does have an additional piece, a shoulder piece, which he can put on him, and that has printing. He does have a second impression on the back of his face. Yeah, stop again. Just, Jesus. I forgot something. We need to talk about his cape, right? Because this is a really cool printed cape, which is, you know, not what we usually see. Unfortunately, on this minifig, it kind of sticks out too far. That is because of his armor plate, right? Here is this armored breastplate, which kind of has these attachment points on the back, and that makes the cape stick out a little. It doesn't look too good, but kind of forgivable since the rest of the cape's just so good. It just looks so cool. I'm really, really happy with this fig in general. One more thing, you can see his staff, right? This is just a general normal bar piece that we always see, but it comes with a hilt that is, when it comes to this set, remarkable because it's a monkey kit hilt, which is then used for swords in that universe, but it's longer than the usual hilt, which means this might be the piece people were looking for Darth Maul's double-bladed lightsaber. So let's switch that over. In general, standard issue is this normal lightsaber piece, the chrome-looking one. You usually get two of those. One is a spare whenever you buy a Jedi or a Sith minifig in your set. But it's not, you know, it's hard to hold this with two hands. So this double hilt, this monkey kit hilt, solves that problem. It helps you get a little more grip. When we put it in the hand of Darth Maul right here, you can see, hopefully, yeah, it's a little longer. It just looks a little better and more fitting for him. I would like this piece in a different color though, maybe something gunmetal-ish. I don't necessarily need the aluminum or chrome look they are usually going for, but black is a little too black when it comes to a fig like Darth Maul, who in and of itself is already very black. All right, back to your previously scheduled content. All of those 25th anniversary figures come with this printed stand, which you can build, and you can attach that to the others. Do I have others here? Yes, I do. Feast your eyes on this. You can then just attach them like so, and then you get your own little gallery of 25th anniversary figures. These are all the ones I have for now. I'm missing Cal Kestis. He comes in the Star Destroyer set, which I don't have yet. We have Katie Cutie, I think is her name. I think she was in the Battle Pack, the Lego exclusive one, Nub Nub. He came with another Jamie Wheeler set, the Sarlacc Pit. There's the one from the Darth Malik, I think, yeah, from the Knights of the Old Republic. He came in the buildable R2-D2, which is a really nice set, a really good build, good value. And then with the hallway set, that's where Fives is from. Yeah, so if you collect these sets, you can then, you know, I'm sure you know, attach these stands to each other and then get your own gallery of cool 25 years of Lego Star Wars anniversary figs. I'm still missing Cal Kestis, and I'm still missing little Leia, child Leia. She comes in the creative droid builder set, which I'm not willing to pay 100 euros for, which is the MSRP on and current retail on lego.com. I think it was down to 70. Smythstoys used to have it for 70, but they sold out in my store. And I don't know, I'm not driving 100 kilometers just to get to another Smythstoys to get that discount. And if you think that's worth my while, my time, my gas. So I'm waiting for a Black Friday deal probably on that one, and then I'll be picking it up. But we looked at Saw Gerrera. Let's look at Anakin. Very basic, small, little tiny Anakin in his Tatooine outfit, right? No leg printing, no arm printing, a little bit of back printing. I think he has a second expression as well, yeah. A more surprised look. Not the greatest, not the most unique minifig, I feel like, but since this is my first Anakin, I'm fine with that. The main draw for me for purchasing this set was this Qui-Gon Jinn. He is really, really cool, right? He comes with this nice tan poncho, which I really like. I think that looks really, really cool. I like his hair. If we remove the poncho and take a closer look at the figure itself, we quickly realize that the poncho does some heavy lifting here, simply because it draws your eye away from the mismatched colors. Take a look at his legs, right? And look at the color that's printed on there. It's supposed to be light tan. This is, I don't know, not even a color, I feel like. This is a very bad mismatch, and it would definitely need a second coat of paint. That said, he doesn't have any arm printing. He has some back printing and an alternate expression. Crucially, I think you'll find, maybe you've heard about this, I'm not sure, when this set was first released and in the first run of production, they decided to go with a different color for his beard and eyebrows, I think. He's more ginger in that version. This is the newer, updated version, where it's a brown beard, clearly, and eyebrows, right? So they updated that. The older version is now much more expensive on the aftermarket. If you want to pick up a very rare figure, I guess you could get that. I have to say I like it better like that. I think this looks really cool, and this looks the way it's supposed to look. I don't need him to be ginger, right? Comes with a standard lightsaber in green, which is what he used in the movies, as far as I'm concerned. Speaking of lightsaber users, here is our final minifigure, and this is Darth Maul. First of all, I know the eyes are controversial. I don't mind them. There are people who really, really need Sith eyes, modern Sith eyes, to have pupils. I do not. I'm fine with this. This looks okay to me. The figure itself, I mean, obviously it needs arm printing. It does have some leg printing. It's rather basic though. I mean, the entirety of the torso print is, yeah, nothing to write home about, I feel like. With these Darth Maul minifigs, you get this, I don't know, what you call that, a crown of thorns, an accessory for his head. You get 2 of those, so in case you ever misplace one of them, you technically have a backup. It works for me. I think it looks cool. I overall like the figure. I wish this set would have included both a cape and a cowl for, or like a hood, right, for Darth Maul. You remember me mentioning his little scooter, his little swoop bike. Let's put him on here and see how that looks. I mean, there's no point of attachment for his feet. You can just attach him via his hands, and I'm not sure this looks the coolest. Maybe I can sit him down all the way. Does that achieve anything? Yeah, I mean, you can sit him down on here, but it still looks kind of goofy, right? He doesn't fit. This should just be a little bigger, I feel like. They probably did it like that so they could easily store it inside the Sith Infiltrator, but I don't know, it's too thin, isn't it? I now realize I should probably be pointing out he does have footprinting, right? Which you don't see every day. Yeah, nice touch, nice addition, but they could have done more with this torso, I feel like. And yeah, why not just throw in a hood? Why not just throw in a cape? Because I think that's what he wears on Tatooine. I'm not even sure we ever see him like that in that scene, right? Using the Sith Infiltrator, fighting Qui-Gon in the desert. Once they've taken Anakin and trying to bring him off the planet. And here you can see Darth Maul holding one of those bombs that you can fire or drop from the Sith Infiltrator. Yeah, not sure there's a point to this, but you can. It does have a point of attachment to one of these. Yeah, time out. Go away, do something else, Jesus. I forgot to tell you whether or not you should be picking up this set, all right? It is pricey, it's too expensive for me, but the thing is, if you want it, or down the line you feel like you'll at least need the minifigs or one of the minifigs, maybe it's even just, you know, our boy Saw Gerrera over here. If you feel like you want to complete the set, if you think you need him, then probably now is the time to pick this set up. I don't see it going down in price. But I do see it going out of stock eventually. And then you're paying, I don't know, double for this set on the aftermarket come December 31st or January 1st. Once it's retired, it's just gone. It's hard to make any kind of recommendation for a set that I feel like is a little overpriced. It should be maybe 50 euros or $50. But it's kind of cool. I kind of dig it. Even though I still think it's too small, I still think it should be upscaled a little bit. The build is cool, the design is cool, the angles are cool, the print dish is cool. It's cool that there are no stickers in the set, but still, $69.99 is a tough pill to swallow, right? If you really like it, then get it. If you kind of meh about it and, you know, would pick it up if it was cheaper for the minifigs, then maybe just pick up just the minifigs at some point. Okay, back to the other version of me. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. Please check out the end screen for more LEGO videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Welcome to my ant card. This is just a hangout. Yeah, I'm a crank that shit. Bro, that's so damn loud. It's nothing but a little intermission. Enjoy these soothing bars of utter indecision. Buddy people, you can trust me. It's an ant card. I know all those fire jokes and get you saying hard. It's an ant card. The shit ain't some voodoo, bro. I know you want to stay, but it's time for you to go.